Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
From the end zone, here comes Brandon Powell. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Dre Greenlaw getting home on that one.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Well, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
And Stafford's going to be taken down. That's a safety.
All right, partner, deuce is wild on this sequence. 2 plays, 2 sacks, and now 2 points thanks to the safety. Offensively, there just didn't seem to be much of a plan when they came out on attack. That let the defense create a little chaos up front and set up one of their guys to make a play and get through and record the sack.
Ready.
Trying the right side with Mitchell. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Lance going to throw.
And that will be incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt.
So when you factor in the safety, this now a 5-point swing.
And look, I'm not going to turn away a 5-point swing because 5 points, that's valuable. Don't get me wrong on this. But if they could have taken that safety and added 7 to it, now you're talking about a really big swing.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Stafford. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Down the sideline he goes. Inside the 10.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, for a tight end, he can definitely motor, and he shows off the wheels there after the catch as he's able to shake free.
Yeah, and this is what we mean when we talk about flipping the field, having your offense look at going a long way to a short way after he makes a play. His ability to do that, evident. Able to make the catch there, keep his momentum going, and just continue downfield.
Akers going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Williams is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal. Throwing is Stafford. And it'll be intercepted.
And the Niners are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off. But that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
The Niners at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports.
Let's go now. Hey, go Peter.
Off of play action, here's Lance. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
From midfield, here's Lance.
Got his target, Samuel. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
1st down, here's Mitchell.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through and picking up first downs.
They'll run with Mitchell.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Mitchell will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1.
And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
3rd and goal. This L.A. Rams defense will try to bow up once more.
They'll try to run with Mitchell.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
But when the ball snapped from the 3 down near the goal line, I think in days gone by, we thought many teams would run the football. But on 3rd down in today's game, I expect them to throw it. A little counterintuitive there. They tried to run it, instead spilled for a loss.
Going for it, it's Mitchell.
And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Stafford. And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ballgame. So they go with the empty set, and that's the risk you run right there. Nobody was there to protect.
Well, you know how most offenses have audibles and they change plays when they see certain sets? A lot of defenses do the exact same thing. You go to an empty back set, they bring pressure. And boy, did it pay off in this case.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Give running right is Mitchell. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Now Lance.
And able to haul it in is Kittle.
He's got room at the 30.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it.
Here we go, set.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Now here comes Ayuk on the jet sweep. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Right back to Mitchell here.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance.
And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
The kick by Gordon is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out.
Try to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Well, what a game this has turned out to be for him. Remember, CD, he had the turnover earlier, and now the pick 6, that's the cherry on top.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. When you force a turnover on defense, you're the guy most excited about getting back out there and trying to force another one. How about him picking off that pass, setting his sights on the end zone? You know he wasn't going to be denied getting there either.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Back to throw, Stafford. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better.
Touchdown 49ers. Kyle Juszczyk as the first half is winding down.
And the 49ers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Here's Lance to throw it.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Throwing is Lance on third down.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Second and 10, Stafford again. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. To the air again, Stafford.
He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Stafford going to give this to Akers.
Room here to run.
Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. To throw is Stafford. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. And he'll be taken down at the 34.
2nd and 8. Throwing now is Lance.
And he'll find McLeod on the right side, complete.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Here's Lance.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
A couple of vets, Stafford to Robinson there. First down Rams. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But if the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Stafford now to throw. And my goodness, another interception. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the...
And now here is another interception. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
64 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. One of the best of the last decade or so, Bobby Wagner in to bring him down.
They run over center with Mitchell.
And they'll get him down right about the 20. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Lance looking to throw it.
The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, this one probably not the close game you would expect or hope to see in prime time, CD. But, of course, that wasn't their intent in preparing for this one. They said they felt like their offense was ready to put up some points. And, my goodness, it has been a dominant display in front of a national audience.
Yeah, they thought it, and it certainly came to fruition, didn't it? They've been dominant in so many ways in this one. If you weren't paying attention to this group before, you certainly are now after seeing this type of victory from them.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Once more with Mitchell.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
It's been a tough go for them. Still without any points here in the fourth quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And my goodness, another interception. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
But once again, it's Mitchell.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action, but other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
For the winning team here, Charles, and that's about as big and clean of a win as you can hope for in the National Football League. No turnovers. While you forced turnovers, you didn't allow any points, and you put up a bunch of points.